Alrighty, here we go, folks. It's been a good day so far. Lots and lots of positive price action in the triple Qs, the NQ, and in those magnificent seven stocks. Don't anybody else ask me where to short this market. There is no point in shorting it. If you're one of these guys who thinks that the market has to come down just because it's been going up today, then you're already behind the ball on this opportunity that we've got in front of us today. So what you want to do is stay focused on what the market's actually doing and not what you think it should do. Market doesn't care what you think it should do. Market is going to do today what it is going to do today. Let me get the charts up here, and then let's get in and talk about what has been going on for the majority of the session. So we've got a big move higher in the indices that started this morning from the central pivot. So it started trading right around that fulcrum, started trading right around the the place that we would expect it to be trading around, this red line right here. The red line is the central pivot. Yesterday's high plus low plus close divided by 3 gives you that line, and then has been trading up to first resistance. And that move up to first resistance, I issued a trade alert earlier, and I was saying that I was looking for a repeat of this inflection. So those of you on the SuperVol Trade Alert service, then hopefully you managed to catch this guy right here. Nice inflection to the upside, and then a move up into that upper band. Somebody sent me a text saying, well, again, right, these come once a week at least. Why, if you think it's going to go down to here and then move up, why aren't you shorting it from here? And that's because I have no idea that it's going to come down from there. It might go up above there and then wind up coming back down to here, and that'll be the entry price. But my thing is about staying with the bias of the session. So the bias of the session has been long. There's no reason to go fight that. There's lots of opportunities on the long side. Like I said, if you're contrarian, if you're somebody who just wants to see everything do the opposite of what it should be doing, then what you should do is the opposite of what you're thinking, not of what the market's thinking. We've got a market right now that I think is in a pullback to support and resistance. I think we've got a nice little 382 pullback of the last move that we were in, and we are consolidating right up at the highs on the bigger picture. So on the daily, we're pulling back 38.2%. On the bigger picture, we are just consolidating at the tippy top, and that gives us lots of room for trades on the long side, both in the triple Qs and in these Magnificent 7 stocks. So here's the Magnificent 7, and you can see here too, the upside has been the place to focus the attention today. So if you're trading Amazon, for instance, as one of my die-hard contrarians is doing, and he's doing pretty well today because he's not trying to second guess everything, but 157.15 up to that blue pivot is the place that you want to focus your attention. 157.15 up to 157.99. That's a great trade. That's a great place to be focused on what it's likely to do. Meta is trading in the box as well. So Meta is down at the 393.62 pivot, or I'm sorry, 393.62 support and resistance level, and keeps moving up to 395.34. That's a nice little move to capture, and I'm going to look for that once again if it comes down and gets into the range. And then finally, we've got Microsoft. And Microsoft, right around that central pivot, I think is a great place to watch that stock and figure out what the strategy is and whether or not there is room to get into a trade on the long side. So it's going to dip a little bit. It's a little bit more elastic under this pivot than you would kind of like it to be usually, especially when it was back here trading underneath there. But the last couple dips under the pivot have been pretty tight. Excuse me. And I think that gives us a nice opportunity. And if it comes back down and we see that the rest of the market stays strong, I mean, everything has been just gangbusters today. We are green, green, green across the board. If those things keep happening, just keep an eye on your Magnificent 7 stocks. You've been taking this course. You've been watching what we're doing and talking to us. We're going to do a refresher on the course this weekend. So if anybody wants to attend and you are a member of that Magnificent 7 coursework, then come on in and let's do a little live Q&A and talk about, boxing these trades up. You can see here Tesla, just while we're talking, came down, hit our line. And, once it gets down into this cluster analysis, volume here and price, that gives us a real good indication that that's a good place to take an inflection entry. So Tesla from 187.15, it's already up to about 187.45. Time to move that stop to break even. Worst case scenario is you're out where you got in. Best case scenario is it gets back up into this part of the box, right? If we can get up into the top of the box there, that'll be a nice trade in Tesla. And I'm going to tell you, I saw a bunch of Teslas wiped out today coming up from the island. Driving in that heavy rain, I saw no fewer than 4 Teslas that were wrecked. I don't know if that's a coincidence or what that is, but that might not be a great car to be driving in deep water. If you have one, there's been lots of flooding on the freeways here, and I don't know, it's kind of a low car. Just a little word of warning. Think about it before you do it. Nice day to stay home and do nothing if you can. All right. So that is really the wrap-up, Triple Qs and the Mag 7, and I think that it's going to keep us busy going into the final 90 minutes here of trading. We've already started, and there should be lots of good opportunities as we close out the trading day. So it's been a good one, and I think it's going to continue to be a good one. Like I said, if you live in Southern California, stay safe. This day's been a full-on mess, and it's the land of the leaks now. Fortunately, don't have any here, but I had some down on the island. It is what it is, right? It's when you get these weather systems that move through, it gets dangerous on the roads, gets unpleasant, in the neighborhood, but it's going to blow over just like everything else, and we're going to have some beautiful days ahead. All right, I hope you're having a great trading day, and I will see everybody right here tomorrow.